We're going to be solving equations with decimals and still using inverse operations, okay guys? So our goal will be to solve one-step equations with decimals, but we're still using inverse operation. Before we start, April is the month of Earth. Like, it's an Earth Day. Actually, it was really celebrated on April 22nd. But last week, we haven't had a chance to really talk about life. We started it yesterday again. So here, I want you to start writing down, how can you help Earth in celebration of Earth Day? All right, I'll give you a minute or two. Okay? Tiffany, hands first. Go ahead.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, and be resourceful with the things you have.
That's nice. Very cool. Alana?
You could do things to lower your carbon footprint. You could plant something. You could conserve energy and water, and don't litter, and etc.
That's true. That's true. Aiden? Anyone else? Urine, go ahead, Urine.
In the celebration of the Earth Day, I can help Earth by not littering. For example, when we litter, we make the oxygen dirty and kill animals and kill lives.
That's true. Thank you for the share. Annie?
I think one thing is go help in the community garden, because we have a community garden nearby school, and it's not growing a tree, but it's nature.
That's true. That's true. It helps once something is blooming green. You know that we have two plots in the community garden right across the school. Miss Vavasi, who is your science teacher?
Miss Vavasi.
Oh, you asked Miss Vavasi. You know that Miss Vavasi, Miss Gongora said that we have a garden in the community garden, and ask her, maybe in summertime you could grow something there and you guys could meet up. I hope that COVID is really not bad. You could always ask her, okay? That's a nice idea to really plant one thing there. You know? Anyone else would like to share? No more? All right then, so we'll move forward to our lesson, okay guys? We're working with inverse operation. What is the first step that you should be thinking on how you subtract or add integers? Annie, hands are still up? Or Urain? What is the first thing we should remember to do this?
The first thing we should remember is looking at the sign, if you're multiplying or subtracting, and then putting the opposite of that sign.
Okay. Selena, first time I see you for so long. So what is the first thing you should remember if you see an equation about adding and subtracting equations?
I agree with Hareen, because since you're using inverse operations to solve the equation, you have to see what is the inverse operation.
Okay. That's nice. Alana? Before you add and I'm sorry, Alana. Before you add or subtract decimals, what is the first thing that you should remember?
I think you have to remember exactly what sign it is and the rules for each sign. Like for addition, if it's the same sign, you just add and use the sign. If it's a different sign, you use the sign, but you use the sign. You do the regular addition, subtraction, but you do subtraction, but then you use the sign of the number with the greater absolute value.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else? If I'm gonna ask you to add a decimal, what will you do first? Or to add and subtract a decimal, what will you do first? Omar, if you're still there, what is the first thing you should do if you are going to add? Omar, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gone for a second, but I would line up the decimals for me. I would look at the decimals and line them up and see which is greater.
Correct. So yes, that's true. You had to line up your decimals. Either you subtract or you add your decimals. So you had to line it up. Okay. So, okay, you guys work on this question. I'll get back to you in like 30 seconds. I have work over here that I said I want you to use inverse operation, right, to solve each of the equation. So here's one answer. You don't really have to rewrite them, but to make your handwriting okay. So we have m plus 5.43, and you equals 9.28. You subtract both sides. All you need to do is put m equals over here. Okay, m equals to make your answer complete. So put your equation as an equation. All right. So no work. It has to be work, guys. It has to be both sides of equations. I know 385 is the correct answer, but I really want you to show it in both sides. Like for example here. So minus 5.43 minus 5.43 equals m equals 3.85. All right. So use inverse relationship to solve this equation. X divided by 2.5 equals 40. So you guys have 1 minute to solve this problem. Go ahead. All right, Omar, shout it out loud. What is the answer?
I got 100. So what I did 2.5 times 40 because it was inverse operation, and then once you multiply that, you get 100.
Okay, nice, Alana. You have an answer.
I did pretty much the same thing, but I did cross multiplying, which I think is the same thing Uma did.
So let's look at that. So some of you just like that, no answer yet. So here you do it in both sides of equations. You get 100. That's fine. That is very correct. So here, step by step, times 2 plus 80. Why have 80? Where does it get 80? You did what do you call that? Long multiplication, like 5 times 40 and 2 times. Oh, I got you. Minus 90 and above, so that's fine. So it's expected that your grades are gonna go up and down. It depends on how you perform. So why is this no answers? Here, cross multiply. So you have x over 22.5. That's correct. You created that x over 25 equals 40 over 1. You cross multiply is 100. Or you just do it this way. It's fine. Alright? Alright, this one is easy peasy again. So you only have 1 minute to solve this problem. Y minus 6.2 equals 2.9. Here we go. Aiden, how do you get y equals 9.1? What did you do?
I put plus 6.2 on both sides, and then that equals to y, and then I did the math, and it equaled to y equals 9.1.
Instead of saying instead of you say I did the math, you could say I added them, so be more specific, because you know, like they want to be specific in the answer. But thank you for that, Aiden. Who else? Vicky, what's your answer? Did you get the same answer? I don't know, I'm hyper today. I eat like gourd again. So that's correct. Vicky, how do you answer this? So both sides of equation, that's correct. Urain, go ahead. Try to explain. This one is good.
This one's mine.
And you do inverse operation too?
Yes, the previous one was mine.
This one, what is this? You cross it out, it becomes y. See here. Oh, this is a very neat handwriting. How did you write it this way? And with that like little curvy there, huh? So this is perfect. But the only thing that's missing is, why do you think I'll accept this even though without that sign over there? So even though without
the plus sign is missing.
So the plus
No,
sign
because you don't need a plus sign to make it positive. Like for positives, it doesn't necessarily need the positive sign. It's only for negatives, because every number is a positive unless you put a negative sign in front of it.
That's true. Just give me 1 second. So that's true, right? But that is for the signs. I like it that way, that you don't need to put the positive sign. But when we do operations, I really want you to write the positive sign, even though it means that it is addition, that without the sign it means it's positive, but it doesn't always represent the operation. All right, for this one I really want you to put plus. Perfect, thank you. There you go. On both sides. But Alana was correct when she said that even though without the sign it means positive, but here we mean we need to add, so put both sides. There you go. Love it. Thank you very much. All right, let's look is I got this in that Sabbath thing like challenge of the day. So this is one of them. So use inverse relationship and properties of equality to solve 38.9 minus g equals 14.8. Again, it has to be a positive g. What will you do in this equation that we're gonna end up with become like positive g equals? So think on how you do in both sides, add both sides, multiply both sides, whatever you do in both sides to create a positive g. Good luck. Let's see what you could do.
So we have to do.
We have to do the same thing, yes. So, but make sure you do it in both sides and think on how you make that minus g becomes plus g.
I don't know if I did it correctly, but I got 24.1.
Alright, what did you do to make your g positive?
I subtracted 14.8 from 38.9 and 14.8 because I did it to both sides. And 38.9 minus 14.8 is 24.1.
But that still gives you negative g though. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Wait, so can't you cut it? Wait.
Think about it. I'll ask you back later. Alana, what did you do before I show the work?
I also got 24.1, but I did 38.9 minus. I did 14.8 minus 38.9 to get, and then that got me. I did 21.1.
Okay. So, Urain, what did you do?
But technically, it'd be negative 21.1 because the negative 38.9 has a higher absolute value. So the answer negative 24.1.
Yeah, agree.
How about you, Urain? You put your hand down?
Yeah, I don't know if my answer is correct.
But try it. Come on, let's go. Try it. We'll see.
It's a negative though.
So, okay. So this one, you put okay. Okay, no answer for that. G equals here. It says and G. See, you put G here, but you forgot that that's minus G.
Then I put negative 24.
So you
So
just
then
have,
what did it?
oh, okay. Alana, if you have that's correct, right? Okay, I'll take this one. We'll fix it together. So you have negative minus 3.8, 38.9, then minus 30. That's correct. Perfect. Then you're gonna end up with negative 24.1. But you need to put this negative down here. Put it down right now. So that you need to put that minus G over here. Okay. Now, what do you think what is the coefficient here, Alana, of G?
Coefficient?
Coefficient, yes. What is the
So
number?
20,
Wait, you listen.
24.1.
Wait. No. That's your answer. What is the number? What's the coefficient of G over here? Coefficient and number before G. How many G you have?
1?
1. So 1. You have 1 G, correct?
Wait, what's the coefficient again?
Oh my goodness, people, are you serious? So Alana did it this way, negative G. Hold on, let me fix Alana's first before you guys. She is correct. She just missed one thing to make it positive. She missed to put that negative or minus sign down. When you put it down, and then Selena said, I asked you guys, what's the coefficient of G? So there is negative 1G. What do you think I should divide this to make it positive?
1.
No, not just 1.
Positive 1.
No.
Negative 1, negative.
Negative 1, negative 1. Omar said negative 1, negative 1. Negative 1, because negative and negative is positive. So I'm going to put this negative here. So that's going to be negative and negative. So that's going to be positive. And then we have G equals negative and negative. That makes you positive to 4.1. Alright, Alana, fix it. Right? There you go. But I want to show you something else other than what Alana has done. and it will be an easier one. This one you have to go for 2 steps because you have to divide. All right, Elena, keep working on that. I'm gonna go back to
So
our
are we
slide.
good now?
Leave it there. Leave that one. So look at this. All right. So here it says we have to do the opposite. Okay. So it's up to you which one you want to start. So I want to start with minus. I start with let's say minus 14.8 because this is what the other students did before. I'm just gonna copy what you did, and which is really good. So minus 14.8 minus 14.8. All right, I don't know why she did that, but she did. So that's 0. Okay, that's gonna be 0, and that's gonna be this is still minus g, and this is gonna be 24.1. Is that correct? What do you think is the
But
next
then
step?
it looks
Okay.
like 24.1 negative g equals 0.
Okay, so what do you think is the next step that she should do?
Divide.
Do you have to
No.
put a negative 1?
No, look at this. This is what she did. I'm quiet. First time. That is 0 equals g.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Everyone said
I
O2
get it.
at the
Big
end
three.
because 0 plus g is g. G minus 0, and you put that down. So we have 2 ways of doing it. What Alana has done, and just a simply addition problem. So you're gonna have plus g, so you put that down, plus g both sides. Or you could do plus g both sides right away, and then you do plus g. If I was the one who's doing it, what I did before is I do plus g here and plus g. So that becomes, I did this way. So 38.9. Do we have time? I'm talking so much. Minus g equals 14.8, right? That's the original one. When I solve it, other than what Sabas have done, I put plus g here first. And then plus g on the other side. So it means I'm gonna end up with 38. Come on, I should have changed color. What's going on? But then I cover myself. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing it 38.9, right? Since that is already 0, so we're gonna do 14.8 plus g. And then you do minus 14.8 minus 14.8. So do it whatever you way, like that you could do. So then you end up with 38.9 equals 14.8 plus g. Then you do minus 14.8 minus 14.8. You still get 2.24. Alright? So let me see what others have done.
We have 3 minutes left.
Okay, yeah, and that's it. Very nice. Alright, so at least we were able to answer that challenge question.
There's one thing that got
Alright, so to end our class, I want you to go to your Google Classroom. So work on the task or homework in Envision and check the details in Google Classroom. Alright guys? So I'll meet you guys again tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye bye.